Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hey, Troy, Adventure America, welcome in. TL Slots, welcome in. Hey, Audra, happy Sunday, welcome in. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Hey, Allison, happy Sunday, welcome. Hey, good morning, Dennis, welcome. Welcome in. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Weather is absolutely beautiful here today. Even Calvin thinks it's good. He's doing mashed potatoes right now. It's low 70s right now. It's going to be about 80 degrees today. Hey, Troy, Calvin looks like one of those shrimp on your fish hook there. Just wiggling around. Yeah, perfect temperature. I'll take it. There's a few clouds over there. Like they were kind of over there before. And I was like, oh, we're going to get a little bit of rain. But I don't think so. I didn't see any in the forecast. Hey, Calvin, you want to come join me over here? I got my coffee today. I'm drinking out of my Rhode Island oversized coffee mug. So how's everybody doing today? Good, good. Hey, Maverick Doodle Adventure, welcome in. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday. Calvin's off in his own little world doing Calvin things. Yeah, it's beautiful here today, Dennis. It's going to be perfectly warm, too. It's going to be like 80. I always told people my favorite temperature is 83 degrees with about 30 to 40% humidity. That's like ideal, obviously with the sun out as well. And like a very light breeze here and there. I'm probably describing everybody's perfect weather, though. Although a lot of people like the cold weather too, in fall and cool temps. I'm a summer guy. I think I was born for the heat. Calvin, do you want to socialize with us over here? So today's live stream is just a hangout for the morning. I'll give you guys a little update on this monstrosity over here. It's not very encouraging. So I need to kind of figure out and assess what I'm going to do. Calvin just put himself in timeout in the corner. Oh man, I got a little ant that went in my coffee, dude. That's not cool. Dang it. I know it's protein, but that kind of grossed me out, I'm not going to lie. And I can't get it out either. I got him out. Yeah, you've been wondering about the deck. Yeah, it's been a challenge. Hey, we got 17 in the house and I only see 5 thumbs up. If you guys could smash that thumbs up, that would be great. Yeah, it's all right. I'm still going to finish it. Now that I got the ant out, I'm going to drink it. I'm going to hope that I won't notice. Thanks, Troy. Appreciate that. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Really helps the channel. All right, I think I'm zoomed in too much. Or maybe not. Yeah, I was. Okay. Hey, we got 30 in the house. So, Calvin's Calvin's in a good mood today. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought my gimbal was starting to error out on me again. So anyways, yeah, so this is the status of the deck. I know I've showed you guys this before, but I feel like every day I come out here, it looks worse and worse. So I've gotten three quotes for this deck. And so just to give you an idea of how big this deck is, like, so from where that table is right there, where the stairs are, to the edge here, this is 16 feet. From where the door is to that railing over there, that's 8 feet. And from where the side of the house is to where this facade was, I want to say it was like 6 feet. So it's an L-shaped deck, and clearly it's not a big deck, but I needed it to be an L shape so I could get obviously into the house from the front yard, but also go down a set of stairs into the backyard. And so I had this deck, since it's got to be rebuilt completely, I actually had them quote it to come out an additional like 4 feet, thinking, all right, well, if I'm going to redo this, I might as well make it a little bit bigger so I can enjoy more of the space. And so the first quote I got, and by the way, this is to kind of use all the same type of material, like the composite, you know, these white railings, all that good stuff. And so the first quote I got was literally $29,500, and I'm like, that can't be real. I'm like, that's crazy. You know, there's no way. I'm like, I got to get a couple of other quotes, just thinking I was getting completely raked over the coals. And I said, all right. So I actually went on Angie's List. Are you guys familiar with Angie's List for those who live in the United States? Essentially what it is it's a website where you can basically look for all these different contractors to do all different types of home improvement jobs, and they're all vetted out, and the only way they can be on Angie's List is if they kind of pass muster. So I've never used them before, and I said, all right, well, let's try it. You know, what can it hurt to just get a couple of other quotes? So I actually put in my information, said what I wanted, and literally within 5 seconds, my cell phone rang with 2 companies who wanted to bid on my job. And I said, wow, like, that's just crazy how fast it is. So, hey, Ralph, welcome in. You're a home builder, Maverick? Hey, you want to come up to Rhode Island and build me a new deck? $5,000, man, I wish, honestly. So let me finish the story. So anyways, I had the first company from Angie's List gave me a quote. Calvin, get over here. Wait, you're not going out, buddy. No, go. I had the first company from Angie's List came and basically gave me a quote that was $33,000 for the same exact, footprint of the first quote that I got. Now, because they're a much bigger company, you know, they tried to woo me with all these like potential discounts. So basically they said, you know, if I made a decision in the next 7 days, they could do it for like $2,000 less. Or if I signed up and said yes on the spot, they could knock off even a couple more thousand. And so at the end of the day, the quote, if I said yes on the spot, would have been another $29,000. So I was like, geez, that's crazy. I mean, I'm like, so 2 quotes came in pretty much at the same. And so that was discouraging, thinking like, is that really what it's going to cost to build a deck that's not even that big? And so I said, okay, well, I have another quote coming. Let's see what happens. And I will say this, both companies that came from Angie's List, very professional. They were really thorough in their explanation. So I have no issues with their professionalism and kind of what they told me they're going to do. They broke everything down. The third quote, I actually had him price it out with a slightly smaller footprint. So instead of coming out an additional 4 feet, I was only going to come out an additional 2 feet. And I kid you not, I got that quote on Friday, and that quote before any discounts was $60,000. I literally, it took all of my power to be sort of professional and not like try to throw that guy off my deck, basically. And I just said, look, I was very upfront. I said, look, I got 2 quotes. I said, for bigger footprint, and they're almost half of that. And you know, the guy's like, well, you know, we stand behind our work. We use really top-notch products, and, you know, I'm not sure how they could do it for that price. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you, but that's what they quoted me. And even that I thought was too high. So anyways, this is sort of where I'm at right now. I've got 3 quotes. I don't like any of them. The silver lining is, I think I mentioned in an earlier live stream that I did put an insurance claim for my homeowner's insurance. And when the guy from the insurance company came, he didn't give me a warm and fuzzy feeling that this was going to be covered. But in talking to a supervisor, he actually called me the following week and said, hey, he's like, I do have some good news for you. He's like, you have this rider in your policy that covers damage to exterior surfaces, but the most that I can give you is like $10,000. So he had cut me a check for like $5,000, half, and said, you know, get me a quote, and then obviously if we have to give you the difference, we'll do that. So I just sent him the first quote I got like on Friday, and I'm expecting to get the rest of the money early next week. I think he basically said, you know, don't worry, whatever you just decide to do, that's fine. I just need something that shows that, you know, in order for you to fix this, it's going to cost, you know, the $10,000 that you have for coverage. So I will get some of the money, but even at a $30,000 quote, I mean, that's a third of the money. And like, so to come up with another $20,000, you know, isn't really it's not like I have that growing, you know, on this tree right here. So I have no idea what I'm going to do again. So I might have to like go back to the drawing board and maybe do something different. I don't know. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got for comments here. Sorry, I've been talking like crazy. I know some people came in. Hey, my fluffy pack, welcome in. Ralph is in the house. Welcome, Ralph. Adventure America says, yep, that's crazy. I agree. Final scene from the Blair Witch. Nice, Dennis. Calvin, you're not going out, buddy. You can scratch at the door all you want, but you're not on a leash. I'm not letting you out. Becky G is in the house. Welcome, Becky. Somebody said, I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was somebody on a live stream, but I'm wondering too, like, you know, because of the state of my deck, you know, being the way it is, I'm almost wondering if these contractors are like, hey, we got leverage. Like, this guy definitely needs to replace this. It's not, you know, it's a necessity and not a want. And maybe if it were a want, maybe it wouldn't be as expensive. I don't really know that for sure. Dennis says, does your construction require a new permit? Oh yeah, it would require a permit, Dennis. Yeah, definitely, and especially up here. Let me tell you, I feel like if you tried to do this job without a permit, you know, you would definitely get called out on it. Hey John, welcome in. Hey Sock. Hey TL, welcome. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I know the cost of materials have gone up. Like, you know, I'm not an idiot. You know, so it's not like I expected to pay what I paid. Calvin, buddy, what do you want? I'll put you up on the deck. That's it. So I definitely expected to pay more than what I paid before, but so anyways, that's what's going on with the deck. The other day, like a week and a half ago, I literally was standing on top of the deck, not anywhere near the edge, but because, you know, all of these boards like over here were taken out and the support structure right there is all destroyed. The facade literally like fell off the deck when I was standing on it, and it's over here now, out of the way, just so nobody gets hurt. But so yeah, this is kind of a bummer, man. And poor Calvin's like all confused because he doesn't know how to navigate the deck without these stairs. And I tried to build this little plank, but he's not really digging it. I don't think he feels comfortable walking across it. Maybe if I made it a little wider, he would. Right? Maybe I need a... Oh, wow, TL, that's crazy. Yeah, you definitely need a permit here. You need a permit basically for anything over here. They don't mess around. And that's fine. I don't care if we need to pull a permit. That doesn't bother me. I just want a reasonable price to fix this. That's all I want. So the other thing I was potentially thinking, if I can't get a quote that's reasonable, look, at the end of the day, could I swing 30,000 bucks? Yes. Like if I plan my finances accordingly, I can do it. But it really comes down to, like, I don't think it's worth that. And so for me, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I need to feel good about it. Like, I would spend that money and I would be like, this was awful. I had to spend that kind of money just to get what I had before. I didn't even make any improvements. So, so another thought I potentially had was, this still needs to come down, but basically, instead of doing like a deck, really, I would do like a pretty oversized landing up here so that I could go up the stairs into the house and then also come down the stairs into the backyard. Is potentially doing maybe really nice like outdoor patio, with like pavers and, all that kind of stuff, and maybe a little bit of landscaping around it, which I do think it would look nice. The problem is, right now, it's not a problem. Like during the morning, I don't get a ton of sun back here because the sun is up there. It's basically still in the front of the house. But in the afternoon, it gets so warm back here. And so for me, like, I would have to put some kind of shade source in order to be able to hang out here during the summer. Otherwise, I would be out here for 5 minutes and I would start roasting. Hey, Muff, how are you? Welcome in. TL, yeah. So everybody that I've gotten quotes from so far, they're all licensed and insured contractors as well. I will say the two contractors from Angie's List, they also have, there's product warranty. Like, so if I were to do Trex decking, I think the one that I was looking at was like warranted for 25 years. They also guaranteed their labor for 10 years. So if there was something wrong with the construction of, the deck within the 10-year period, they would actually come back out here and fix it for no cost. Do you want to go in, buddy? Go ahead. I don't know if he's expecting treats. He might be. All right, let me turn on the light in here, guys. Sorry. All right, Calvin, I didn't give you a treat. Here. So Muff is in the house. Welcome in. See who else came in. I think I said hi to everybody. All right, Calvin, I'm surprised you want to come in, buddy. It's so nice out. So anyways, that's my dilemma. I got to figure out what I'm doing. I may get a couple of other quotes. My brother-in-law knows somebody that does this kind of work. He gave me his phone number. I will probably contact him, but I do have a feeling that he wouldn't be licensed and insured. And he can pull a permit. That's not a problem. Anybody can pull a permit. You don't have to be a licensed contractor to do that. Obviously, a lot of people do their own home improvement stuff. But, so there's risks with that. Even if I get a good price, it's like, okay, well, what if it doesn't come out the way I want it? I'm probably stuck. I mean, unless it was a disaster, maybe I could do something. But, I kind of feel like there's pros and cons. And then somebody who, a girl that works for me, one of my direct reports, her parents actually have sort of a home improvement business that they do on the side as well. They only do it during the fall, winter, and spring months. They have other business ventures that they do in the summer around here. So they wouldn't be able to come out and give me a quote until after Labor Day. Again, I don't think they're licensed and insured either. I just think, you know, it's just kind of a thing that they do. So again, hey Barb, how are you? Welcome. I would love a safe deck too, Barb. I don't think so, Dennis. Basically, the adjuster that I've been working with, I think he literally wants to just pay me out my money and close the case. He basically just needs proof that the damage is worth the amount of money that they're giving me. Like in theory, like I mean, I'm not going to do this. Obviously, I need something, but like I could, in theory, you know, demolish it and put a set of stairs up to go into the house and into the backyard and call it a day and profit off of the money. But I wouldn't do that. That's not my intent. So yeah, I don't think they really care. He even told me, he's like, because I was telling him the other day, I said, look, I said, Denali, I said, the quotes I'm getting are like astronomical. I said, there's no way I'm going to get a quote anywhere near this 10,000. And he's like, that's fine. He's like, that's not going to impact your quote at all. He's like, if you want, send me the first quote. I'm going to see if I can get the rest of the money processed for you. And you can do whatever you want. If you decide that it's too much money to build it and you want to put a patio, he's like, knock yourself out. So, okay, TL, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate that. Hey, are you there yet? Welcome in. Hey, Hagop, welcome in. Hey, Life of Daisy, welcome in. Your Boston's growing like crazy. Remind me how old he or she is. Nap time for Calvin. Hey, Kissy Cat, how are you? How's the deck coming? Guys in the chat, you guys can fill in Kissy Cat. I just actually went over an update. So the deck is not going well, Kissy Cat. I got 3 quotes that are all ridiculous. So I've got to figure out some next steps. Have a great day, TL. 5 months, Daisy. Wow, nice. Calvin, why are you hanging out inside? I want to go out. Can we go outside? Come on, let's go outside, please. Come on. Maybe he'll follow me. Maybe he won't want to stay in by himself. What did I do with my flip-flops? There we go. I'll see you later, Cal. Hey, Ari's World, welcome in. Bye, Cal. Here he comes. Come on. All right, we'll sit in the Adirondack chair. Oh, wow. Everybody in this chat like knows how to fix decks. Let me tell you, it'd probably be cheaper for everybody to come build this deck, and I paid for your flights out here. I can't imagine it would cost me $30,000 to get you all out here to do this work. Hey, Beth, how are you? Welcome. Hey, Ann, how are you? Okay, Ann, no problem. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, the patio, it's not my first choice. I'll be honest. You have to understand, I love being out on this deck. I just love being up higher. I just like, this is a cool spot because I can see, you know, it's not like I live in a bad area, obviously, but I have good view of like the front and the back. So I like this. It's very, you know, very close to the door in case I need to go in and out. Not 30 grand for a patio, 30 grand for a deck. I could probably do the patio for much cheaper. Hey, Trisha, welcome in. I didn't even realize it was you. I just had to look closely. So, Trisha, I'm drinking the Fidalgo. The Fidalgo coffee you gave me, the one that I had to grind up the beans. I'm almost out of it. It's delicious. I would say of the 3 coffees that you gave me in the first batch, it's definitely my favorite. The flavor is just so good. It's like a nice bold. It's not bitter. It's tasty as hell. I know everybody's saying they're paying less for. I don't know. I don't know how you guys did it. I wish I could tell you better news. What did Dennis say? I missed what Dennis say. Everybody on YouTube is an expert, no matter what the topic. I like having 5,000. It's like having 5,000 life coaches. Yeah, I guess that's true. Let's put it this way. I bet you everybody who's saying that they do this kind of work is definitely more of an expert than I am. That's one thing, God rest my dad's soul. He was super handy. I just did not pick up on that from him. My dad, like, before he got sick and, had his physical issues, he could easily, like, build this deck too. With help, obviously. I don't, and obviously when he was a little younger, probably not in his 70s, but it is cheaper than the. You know what, Maverick, though? I don't want pressure-treated wood deck. I know it's cheaper, but I really love having the composite deck, particularly up in the Northeast. I believe you're down south. Like, you have to understand the weather up here. And actually, one of the contractors said the boards underneath the deck, I guess there's different grades of pressure-treated wood, and I guess what they used was grade 1, and he said that they really should use grade 2 because it does a better job of withstanding the cold weather during the winter here. I just nodded my head and said, okay. It is a composite deck, Angela. This is AZEK decking, which that's what they put in about 12 years. I had it done in 2012. So really almost 13, really like 13 years, but still the product should last like 25, 30 years. I mean, this should not have happened in 12 years. I'm sure they could, Trish. Home Depot could definitely probably recommend something. I never really thought about going to them, but I do have, like I said, I have a couple more potential quotes coming my way. The good thing is, other than my impatience, it's not like this needs to be done tomorrow. It's not like, the whole deck is falling apart. If it were, then that would be a different story. I mean, even so, I do have a front door, thankfully. I could go in and out that way, but I just want to make sure I get a fair price, so I'm not going to rush and do anything just because I want it done. See what else I missed. Yeah, Angela, it is the way to go. And plus, I've had it. Like, it was one thing if I'd never had it. I didn't know what I was missing out on. But now that I have it, it's just definitely, I don't want to take a step back. Yeah, Life of Daisy, like, that's not so much a problem here. As you can see, I have a lot of shade. Like, see this tree? Like, this tree provides a lot of shade. I never have an issue with the deck surface being hot. Plus, I live in the Northeast, so, it would only be a problem for a couple months of the year. And then once fall and winter and spring come, I'm hardly ever out here anyways. Ari's World said, sounds like it was a grade F for fail. Yep. Calvin, you're making it difficult for me to film you over there. Hey, train bike. K Mac Project says, when you check out the older guys, make sure they're wearing a New Balance tennis shoes. Then you know they got it going on right. It is supposed to last a long time. The issue is not the composite boards. It's the framing underneath the boards. That's what rotted out. I have no issues with the actual composite. Oh yes, Trisha, he's still working on the octopus legs. I think his goal is to try to bite every single one of them off. Kissy Cat, I got 3 bids so far. Hey Deb, welcome. Retirees who work on the side. I'm going to call my brother-in-law's contact. My brother-in-law says he does really good work. Of course, he has no idea what he would charge me, but that'll be on my list of things to do today. Hey, Chris, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. I hope prices drop. Ari's World says Brooks shoes are where it's at. I can't wear those. I have to wear New Balance. I'm with sock. Those are the only shoes I can run in that don't give me shin splints and blisters. Yeah, Dennis, good call. They are. All 3 quotes that I got includes the demolition and removal. They'd bring a dump truck on site. Even a porta potty, like it's required by law that they have to have a porta potty here. So yeah, all of the quotes, I have no doubt that it's, all professional. It's just, again, it caught me off guard. I just did not expect to have to spend that much. Kissy Cat says, what's the temp? It's perfect right now, Kissy Cat. Earlier this morning it was like 71, but it's going to be about 80. I think it's only going to get to about 80. There's an awesome breeze, as you probably can hear it. It's not humid at all. It's amazing. Yeah, so Life of Daisy is similar here. Like, they have to put footings with metal. They explained it to me. But yeah, again, the quality of work, I'm not worried about it. It's just yeah, they have to have a porta potty because it's going to take more than 1 day to finish the job. Everybody that quoted me basically said it would be about a 4 to 5 day job. And not to mention, I really don't want them going into my house to use the bathroom. So, but yeah, it's required. Yeah, it's beautiful out right now. We got 37 in the house and 26 thumbs up. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, I would appreciate it. That's cool, Trisha. Yeah, it's required here, Angela. I'm pretty sure. That cloud over there does look like a little bit of a rain cloud, but I don't see any rain in the forecast, so. Hey, Kim, welcome in. I didn't see you come in. I'm going to put this down for a minute on the table. Could be a pop-up shower. Let's put it this way. If it is, you'll see me run in. Okay, Mac Project's got to take off. Thank you, Sock, for stopping in. I appreciate it. Oh, that's cool. Family of eagles. Yeah, eagles aren't common around here. I mean, they do have a few more in the northern and western part of the state where it's more remote. We have more like bodies of like fresh water that way. Um, you'll see some hawks here. Obviously, all your other traditional city birds like robins and what else? Blue jays, you know, finches, orioles, sparrows, that kind of stuff. Um, like other jaybirds, pigeons. Oh, I'm not familiar with Jackie and Shadow. Are you there yet? Is that a YouTube channel? Thank you, Troy. Appreciate you, man. Oops. That's cool, Trish. Yeah, we have like some, like I said, we don't have a lot, but obviously near the coast, we have a lot of your ocean birds like seagulls and heron. We don't have pelicans over here, though. I don't know if it's just too cold for them. No pelicans. Trying to think what else. That's about it, really. A couple different kinds of seagull. Oh yeah, they try to kill. So a woman I work with has chickens at her house, and she had to build like a coop and also like fortify it from the ground. She ended up having, I don't know if you guys are familiar with what fisher cats are, but she ended up having, or a mink or something like that. Before she fortified the ground, a mink ended up like digging underneath and then digging up through the coop and ended up like mauling all but like one of her chickens. She was devastated. Hello, Icon. Welcome in. Yeah, that makes sense, Kissy Cat. Yep. Yeah, she ended up getting some more chickens. I think she's in good shape with them now. But it's awesome because like they're laying so many eggs and she can't keep up with them. And so every so often she's like, "Hey, anybody want eggs?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take some." So, you know, with the cost of food and eggs, it's always nice sometimes to get a free dozen. She doesn't charge us for it. Hey, Haystack. No such thing as seagull. That would make sense. I think we just call them that because they're around the sea. So Dennis, enlighten us. What's the actual name of the species that we call seagulls? I know you call them laughing gulls down at the Gulf, which I think is kind of funny, but I'm guessing it's not too funny when they become a nuisance. Thanks, Ari's World. Appreciate it. You're the best. Thanks, Angela. Yeah, I do have sprinklers, and I turn those on twice a week, so that helps. Um, we actually haven't had a ton of rain, so just enough. Last year we got so much rain that I actually ended up getting my lawn ended up getting disease like fungus and stuff, and it started to like not just brown out, but actually get like tons of bald spots. But this summer has been awesome. Outside after June, like July and August have been just like amazing. Took you 9 years to eat chicken. There are many different types of gulls. Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, Michael, how are you? Sorry I missed you. Thank you for coming in from Michigan. Appreciate that. Yeah, Ari's World's going live today, right? At 6:30 Eastern Time, 5:30 Central. Audra, you're the bomb. Thank you so much. He has not finished all his treats. We're done with the, so the old Mother Hubbard treats that you gave, we went through the bag of the liver, was it liver and something? Those are done. He's still pecking away at the salmon the salmon biscuits. There's a ton in that bag. He's pretty much a third of halfway through the grilled steak ones. Yeah, we're pecking away at it. There's just a lot of them. It was so awesome. I haven't really had to go shopping for him. That the next thing I will have to buy for him probably is just his regular dog food. I just refilled up his canister, and his like 33-pound bag is probably down to like 8 pounds. We're towards the bottom. That's cool, Kissy Cat. Well, everybody can come visit me, and we can have a deck building party. Calvin, come here, buddy. People want to see you. Let me see if I can get him. Come here. All right, let me, oops, wrong way. There we go. Calvin meet and greet and deck build party, yeah. Oh, his treat cabinet is super full. You might need a porta potty. I can tell you this, if all my friends come and visit me, you are more than welcome to use my real bathroom. I would never do that to anybody. Okay, Providence, Rhode Island, are the heron gull, the large great black backed gull, and the smaller ring-billed gull. Cool. Thanks, Dennis. It would be awesome. I'd be the gopher. Like, literally, you don't want me building a deck. I could carry things. I can move. I can be the laborer. I can go out and run errands and go get food and drinks. I can cook for you guys. Oh, thanks, Kim. I love these flowers. Calvin, I can't see you over there, buddy. And I love Loopy. When they made a barbecue outside. That's funny. Kissy Cat, that's cool. You seem like you're handy. Very good skill to have. All right. I guess I'll stand up and see if I can get Cal. There we go. Yeah, I can make pizza. I can buy pizza. I think Calvin likes that little shaded area, Audra. Calvin, why are you so shy? That's super cool, Kissy Cat. Thank you, Trisha. I appreciate that. I really like these flowers. I kind of just started buying them last year. They're really hardy. They do just really well, I feel like, in any climate. You don't even have to water them every day either. I probably water these plants like maybe 4 times a week, maybe on average every other day. Obviously, if it's like super hot out a day, like we did have a couple days in the 90s, I did water them on those days, like at night. We did get rain one day this past week. It rained pretty hard, and I'm like, I don't even need to water them. It's just got enough rainwater. Oh, no worries, Life of Daisy. Thank you. Dennis, sorry to hear that. It's amazing, though, how, children become resilient when they're kind of put in situations like that, though. Kudos to you for figuring it out. Calvin, what you doing, buddy? He's like, I'm kind of bored. Not sure what we're going to do today. I do need to take advantage of this weather at some point. Maybe we'll go for a nice walk later. Whoa, what did I say? Maybe we'll hit the dog park later. Maybe we'll go to Hunt Mill. Do you think we'll go to Hunt Mill Dog Park later? Maybe we'll walk the trail. If it's this nice, we can walk the trail. Yeah, Calvin head tilt, right, Kyle? Do you think later we're going to go to Hunt Mill Dog Park, maybe? Oh, yeah, Calvin's ready to go. Look at this cute face, honestly. What did I do to deserve this guy? Hey, we got 29 thumbs up in the house, 43 in the house. If you've come in recently, I would love for you guys to hit the thumbs up button. That would be super helpful. Oh, yeah, he knew what that was for sure. Calvin, you know where we haven't been in a while either? We haven't been at Petco in a while either. But we don't need anything at Petco, so we're not going to go. But we will go for a walk later. I'm trying to think if there's any dog parks around me that are kind of near the water. And I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm sure there are. Hey, Barry, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Sunday, my friend. Calvin, what are you doing, buddy? Oh, I didn't, Trish. You know what? I'll do that at some point. I just kind of out of place, out of mind. I actually just cleaned the fish tank a few days ago, too. It looks really good. Oh, yeah, Ralph, he loves to go there. I wasn't planning on it, Kim, but I could, depending on what time we do it at. I don't want to interfere with anybody else's live streams today, but if we go for a walk, if we go for a WALK later, maybe if it's early enough in the afternoon, we'll just pop on. Thanks, Life of Daisy. Yeah, we don't really go often. There's like one dog park. There's also like trails there too. So we may not actually go into the dog park, but we might do a walk on the trails. He would be on a leash. Sorry to hear that, Life of Daisy. Yeah, the Waterman Street Dog Park, boondocking with Dennis. We've been there a few times. That dog park's awesome. It's gigantic. There's like 3 sections, one for small dogs, which nobody ever uses. One for big dogs, like a big play area. And then there's literally like this like little nature trail where the dogs can just like kind of go off on their own. And so usually we go to that one regularly. Not regularly, because I hardly ever take them to dog parks, but I would say of all the dog parks we've been to, that's the one we've been to the most. I mean, literally, I could probably count on 2 hands the number of times Cal's been to a dog park. I just don't take him often. We usually just go for walks around here. Calvin's fine. Calvin is actually more of a... He's very territorial around our neighborhood, so when we go for walks and he sees other dogs, he really gets his Napoleon complex fired up. he tries to be like protective of like his turf, but it's all harmless. Like he would never do anything. At dog parks, he's completely different. He's not alpha at all. He's interested in like sniffing other dogs for like a split second, and then he's completely fine just going off on his own. He likes to be like off the grid a little bit. Like he'll just go stand off on his own and watch all the other dogs do their thing. Thank you so much, Trisha, for coming in. I appreciate you being here. You're awesome. Yeah, Calvin is like supervising for sure. Wow, it's so nice out right now. I think the folks from Texas and down south would be very pleased with these temps. I think you would find it quite comfortable. I am getting sad though, like once it comes like, end of August and Labor Day, especially around here. Yeah, we will still get nice weather in September, but everybody's summer mode just like shuts off. Like all the kids are back in school. Like people just like they just turn summer off. It's just so weird. And they just focus on fall, and I'm like I don't hate fall, but I don't love it either. Mainly because it's a short season here. Like fall's like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, I feel like, before it starts getting cold. And then winter, it just feels like it drags here. Hey, happy Sunday to you, Barry. Hey, Peter, welcome in. Yeah, I think they start school on Wednesday here, Allison, the 27th, I believe. I missed what Ralph said. 78 in Augusta. Yeah, that's comfortable. Yeah, 90 degrees already at 10 o'clock in where Maverick lives. That's warm. It's not even going to get that hot here today. It's going to be 80. This whole week coming up looks like it's going to be around that temperature. Yeah, I'm with you. Are you there? Yeah, I'm a summer. I think maybe, because I live in a climate where we have all 4 seasons, and I just don't think summer's long enough. I think maybe if I lived down south where it's, hot most of the year, I wouldn't care so much. But, again, fall is pretty here, especially when the leaves turn colors here. And maybe that's a live stream I'll do at some point. Maybe I'll see if I can do a fall foliage live stream. I'll try to find a really good spot for you guys. It is really breathtaking to see the leaves change colors here. Oh, cool, Kissy Cat. That's awesome. Yeah, it makes sense, Maverick. Yeah, I know the Midwest. So, like, the Midwest is interesting weather for me. I say this without living there, but I have visited. Obviously, you guys get really hot during the summer, very humid from what I experienced. And then your winters are just so cold. It's like your temperatures are very extreme, I feel like, on both ends of the spectrum. Here, yes, it gets cold in the winter here, but we get very we get some tempered winter temperatures a lot of times because of the effects of the Atlantic Ocean. Because it's salt water, it doesn't really freeze, and so the water temperature in the winter is often warmer than the air temperature. And so when the wind, pulls some of that moisture off of the ocean inland, it kind of keeps our winter temps a little bit more mild. So like January, February, like it's not uncommon for us to get highs in like the above freezing, like 35, 40. At night, it can get obviously much cooler. And don't get me wrong, we can definitely still get 0 here, but those are very few and far between. I would say, on average, we get mostly like, 20s, 30s, low 40s in like the winter months for high. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of turning the clocks back. Hey, Connie Moore, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hello, Kevin. Appreciate you being here. Somebody asked where we were, I think. Yeah, exactly, Dennis. 87 in Corpus Christi. Isabel says, where are we now? We are in Rhode Island, Isabel. Yeah, they haven't changed color here. They haven't even started, leaves haven't even come close to start falling or anything like that. Right, yeah, Texas really gets below freezing. So my long-term plan, I think I mentioned this on live streams before, when I save up enough money, you know, I still have a long way to go to work unless something, you know, crazy happened between now and then. Um, but, you know, I probably have another 12 to 13 years of working. And my goal is to try to save up some money so I can get a second home down south, probably Florida. But maybe the folks in Texas can convince me otherwise. If I were to live in Texas, I would have to be on the Gulf, though. Like I need water. Like I'm a water guy all day long. But really, I'm looking to get maybe a second house in Florida. I think Kevin came in from hiking with Jackie. Oh no, Kevin Brew. So, anyways, that's my long-term plan is to have maybe like a snowbird situation. Hey, Anthony Chihuahua, welcome. I didn't see you come in. Deb said 93 yesterday. Two p.m. is prime fishing time in our neck of the woods today. Hey, Troy, maybe you should do another live stream. Humidity is the worst. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like in the summer, like it's hot where you guys are at, especially with the humidity. Very oppressive. I mean, we can get that on occasion here. I mean, like obviously it's not to the same degree, but you know what? We get 90 here too, and when it's humid like that, it's brutal. Even 80 in humid is brutal. See if I missed anything. No live today for Adventure America. Anthony, yeah, this is the deck that not only will be repaired, it needs to be completely knocked down and rebuilt. You missed the earlier part of the conversation. So if you have a chance and you want to listen to the replay, you can hear me talk all about my deck woes. Kissy Cat throws her summer clothes away after she wears them. I'm not quite like that. We got 43 in the house, 35 thumbs up. If anybody's come in and haven't hit that thumbs up, I would appreciate it. So what has everybody got planned on this Sunday? Anything fun? Oh, Maverick sent me golden poop. Thank you, Maverick. I appreciate it. Kissy Cat's going to do a shrimp boil after 8. They won't. Well, they're not going to cover the whole replacement, Anthony. The most they're going to give me is 10,000, and I haven't gotten one quote anywhere near that. The lowest quote I got was $29,000 to basically build a deck that's barely bigger than the one I have today. So I will be shelling out quite a bit of cash unless something drastic changes. Just watching everybody's shorts and videos day, yeah. So I'm gonna actually work on. I have a long form video that I need to work on today. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of borrowed the audio from a Facebook video that I watched, but the video content will be my own. Um, I guess it's no different, right, than using a shorts audio track, but this isn't really a song. It's more of like an explanation kind of thing, but I think it's okay. My guess is it's not copyright protected, and I guess we'll find out, right? Dennis hasn't left the apartment since Friday. You would like to continue that streak. I didn't go anywhere yesterday at all. Friday, I did go out Friday. I had to. I had a wake to go to Friday night. Plus, I was working. I worked during the day from home. Then I had a wake to go to on Friday. And then we did that really fun live stream on the Sock Monkeys channel, the K and Mac project. So me, Todd Saw, who you guys know, and Sock Monkey, we taste tested some beers from Central Texas, or maybe, I don't know if it's Central Texas, but somewhere in Texas. And it was really fun conversation, and we gave our feedback on it. And Calvin was a trooper. So if you haven't checked that video out, the link to that is in my community post. So give it a look. I don't know what I'm making for dinner today. I made tacos yesterday. I had some ground turkey that was in the refrigerator that I had to cook up. And so I just seasoned it with all your own, kind of like your traditional taco seasons. I used chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder. I put a little basil, salt, pepper, oregano, and a little bit of cayenne pepper for some heat. And that's kind of how I seasoned the meat. And then I sauteed some yellow onion, a yellow bell pepper, grape tomato, and some mushrooms. And I put some other seasonings on that. And I had some soft shell wraps, and I just put some cheese on it. I nuked them in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and then built my tacos from there. And then put some hot sauce on it. It was yummy. Yeah, there's still a few malls around, believe it or not. See if I can zoom in on Calvin a little bit. Nope. Calvin, where you going, buddy? There you are. So yeah, I haven't even had breakfast yet today. It's 11 o'clock here. Just didn't feel like eating. But I had coffee. And Calvin, I definitely can't see you over there. Here's my Rhode Island mug, guys. I love it. A friend of mine from Minnesota actually gave me this, which is kind of cool. But see if I can point out some of the things here. So this is, I don't know what light. I think that's the Point Judith Lighthouse. That's either the Newport Bridge or the Mount Hope Bridge. Another lighthouse. And then there's the skyline of downtown Providence. Today I didn't go to that, but today is the same as that. You know that flea market that we went to a few weeks ago? That's going on today, but didn't feel like going over there. Maybe we'll go live from there one more time. I could definitely use another one of those Jerusalem bagels, and that pastry was so good. Intermittent fasting, yeah. I wish I could say I was doing it on purpose. I just haven't gotten to eating yet. That's pretty funny, Troy. At one point we had 3 pharmacies within a stone's throw away from each other. We had a CVS, a Walgreens, and then a Rite Aid. And then Walgreens ended up buying Rite Aid. And so what ended up happening was Walgreens closed their location and moved their store to the Rite Aid because it's a bigger footprint. And then they turned the Walgreens into a dollar store, which is really like a $1.25 store now. Wow, that's great, Maverick Doodle. I wish I had the ability to do that. Calvin, does my leg taste good? Yeah, Rite Aids are closed, Allison, because they got bought out by Walgreens. So they were just like eventually converting. They basically shutting down all Rite Aids because they're not carrying that brand anymore. Hello, Master J. Welcome in. Yes, Calvin's giving me a bath. Yeah, a little bit salty. Yep, his human is definitely salty. Hey, we got 33 in the house. Thank you guys for being here. Particularly since we didn't really announce this. We gave about 30 minutes notice. Yeah, Calvin's doing his upward and downward dog. Wow, we've been live for 67 minutes. It's amazing how time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, Spencer's Gift. It's kind of fun going into that store. Obviously, there's a lot of funny things, a lot of inappropriate things, but I think everybody here is an adult. We could probably handle it at this stage of our lives. It's amazing. Like even like on Facebook, like when I'm scrolling through Facebook, you know, I get a ton of ads for like T-shirts and other like products, and some of them are so funny and inappropriate, but they do make me laugh. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that is interesting. You can't do that here, Dennis. In Rhode Island, you're not like we don't sell beer or wine at grocery stores or any other store outside of a liquor store. We call them packies here, like that's really more of a Massachusetts thing, but I call it a packy. That's like a nickname for a liquor store. Thanks, Dennis, for being here. I appreciate it. You have a great Sunday, too. Spencer's Gift is where Anthony learned the beginning of adult humor. You need to get a Calvin shirt. They're for sale. If you guys go to our website, we have a few products up there, Maverick. We've got mugs, we've got T-shirts, we've got hoodies that come in a few different colors. I gotta be honest though, I am not thrilled with spring. Like I'm still waiting for my hoodie to arrive. I ordered it like 2 months ago, and I know Kim got her mug. I need to reorder a new mug. I broke Calvin's mug, error, and then I'm still waiting for the hoodie. But I guess on the bright side, I really don't need the hoodie right now. It's still warm, but I want it to come in for fall. Yeah, New Hampshire has state liquor stores. You can buy beer and wine at like grocery stores and, you know, things like that, gas stations. But all of your hard liquor has to be purchased in a state-run liquor store in New Hampshire. But what's great about New Hampshire is you can get some really good deals on liquor. I'm pretty sure I don't think they tax liquor, or if they do, it's just not expensive. So sometimes people will literally drive up to the state liquor store of New Hampshire to stock up on their booze. To me, it's not worth it. Like if I'm up there, I'll do it. Like if for some reason, but you know, basically I would be wasting the savings in gas money trying to get up there to do it. Yeah, you're right. I can, but I think there should also be a section for shopping, Anthony. So like if you go to, I think it's called shop or store. If you click on that, it'll take you right to the products directly. But good idea. I'll create a link. Thanks, Maverick. That would be awesome. I appreciate that support. They're pretty cute. I had one actually. I think I showed it on the live stream. I got the blue one, which I liked because it kind of goes with Calvin's channel theme colors. So we made a shirt in that color, but there's a few other colors. And if you don't, if you don't like the blue, and there's also women's T-shirts too, like women's cut. So there's a few options. You don't see it? Just TikTok and IG? No, not in the about section, Anthony. Like if you scroll to the top of my channel, like where it says videos, shorts, lives, posts, like if you scroll all the way, like kind of scroll the top section to the right, you should be able to see it. I think you should create merch for Ari Bear, Chris from Ari's World. I know you talked about doing like a stuffed teddy bear of Ari's World. I think that would be awesome. But I also think you could do, T-shirts, mugs. People will buy that stuff, man. You got 17,000 subscribers. People need more Ari Bear in their lives. I would buy something. You definitely should do it. The best part about it, I'll be completely transparent with you guys. Again, we're not doing this because we think we're going to make, sell $1 million in merch. For me, it's just an opportunity to share Calvin with his fans. I know people adore him. I know some people would like that. We make a few bucks off of a T-shirt. I think our profit on a T-shirt's like $5. I think our profit on a sweatshirt is like $9 or something like that. The profit on the mug, I think, is like $3, $4. It's not much money. But the good thing about spring is like I don't have to outlay any cash for like inventory. So that's the cool thing about those kinds of websites is like, you don't incur an expense. You just benefit from whatever sales you get. Thanks, Maverick. I wasn't trying, but no, I didn't rake in 50K in revenue. But I will say, and I mentioned this on Sock Monkey's live stream, we did get our first YouTube paycheck, like on the 21st, whatever day that was. Is that Thursday? So yeah, so we got our first YouTube paycheck. Woohoo! Yeah, good call, Maverick. I need to do a little bit more work on that. You're right. Eventually, I want to, we'll put up some other products too. Like this is just our first run at it, like our first, go. So, we'll see how this does, but we'll freshen it up. Yeah, our first check, Anthony, just so you know, was $158, I think. And literally, most of that is from my awesome subscribers who have gifted us super chats and things like that. So thank you, guys. You're the reason why we got a little scratch this past month in our account. Okay, yeah, Maverick, you're not monetized on short. I'm shocked. Like, you have so many subscribers. I would have assumed that you would already been monetized on your shorts because, I mean, I feel like everyone I watch has like so many views on them. Allison wants Calvin socks. That'll be the next iteration of product. I promise. Thanks, are you there? Yeah, appreciate that. I know I've mentioned this before, but you know, we're doing three things with that money. Investing, I'm giving some back to him, right? I mean, he deserves a little bit of that money, right? He puts up with me. Without him, there's no channel. So we'll call it his contract. I'm going to pay it forward with, you know, and I do, like, you know, I love to gift people super chats and things like that, people who I support who make really great content. And so really, you know, I'm giving some of that back. And then the other thing will be eventually maybe investing some of it back into the channel with like maybe like other kinds of equipment. Like I don't really have external mics. And so maybe I'll use some of that money towards that or some other equipment and things like that. It is hard to get 9 million views. All it takes is that one video. Actually, I think you need 3 million views in 90 days. It's amazing how, yeah, the audio sounds great because like I'm home and I'm, you know, there's not really much interference with stuff, but I could see mics coming in handy in certain situations. Audra, you're the bomb. Thank you so much. Audra, by the way, I just saw that you reached out to me on TikTok just yesterday. I haven't been on, I'll be honest, we really haven't been on TikTok much lately. I've been focusing more on YouTube, but I appreciate you reaching out to me, and I know you were looking for my email address, and I believe you have it now. So thank you for that. Anthony Chihuahua, thank you so much for the gifts. Appreciate that. Yeah, Kissy Cat, you're an awesome supporter. I mean, you follow so many channels, and I call you like you're like a true subscriber. You know, you're not just, you know, subscribing and then sort of, you know, not paying attention, but you know, you're always here. I see you on so many other channels that, you know, you and I are mutual subscribers. You're a very active subscriber, and that's so much fun. I love the fact that you guys are reaching out and talking. I mentioned this on Sock Monkeys Live. They asked me like what I like best about YouTube, and it's the community. I mean, without the community, like this isn't fun. Or as fun, I should say. Had to switch hands. Oh yeah, Audra, you're awesome. Another one. I feel like no matter whose channel I'm on, she's always there. Ari's World, Troy, Nature Dog Realms, Barry. I mean, you name it, Audra's there all the time. I love Blackjack, Kissy Cat. That's my favorite table game. I also love Baccarat. Now that I know how to play it, although it's not really hard. There's not really much skill involved in Baccarat. It's kind of a game of chance, but it's kind of fun to play. We'll go for about another 10 minutes, guys. We've been on for 80 minutes, so we'll do a 90-minute live stream. I know you guys, you know, probably have some things you want to do today. as do we at some point. But I thought today would be a good update on the deck situation now that I got 3 quotes. Hang out with Calvin. So what do I have going on this week? I have a golf outing on Tuesday with work. So that'll be nice. I'll go into the office for a few hours, and then one of my insurance brokers invited me to play golf in the afternoon. So that will be fun. And then I think next weekend is Labor Day weekend, right? If my math is correct or my calendar is correct. So a 3-day weekend is great. And then football season will be here. Yeah, we didn't really do Christmas cards last year. Just, it wasn't a good year for us. But I'm sure I'll resume that this year. I'll make cards for Calvin. I'll probably post, if people are interested in a card, they just need to reach out to me and, email me their address and we'll send one out. I watched a little bit of football too yesterday, Kissy Cat, as well. It wasn't really teams that I follow, but it was kind of cool just to watch a little bit of football. I know. Thank you, Allison. We appreciate that. Hey, Michelle. Happy Sunday. Oh, wow, Audra. That does sound hot. What are you doing? You're like, dude, you're killing my vibe on this deck. I'll be ready for some football, Anthony, eventually. I do a fantasy football league with all my college buddies. We've been doing it for 25 years, at least. We started in 1998. So maybe that's more than 25 years. 98, 08, 18. Yeah, like 27 years. And so we have our fantasy football draft on next Monday on Labor Day at like 9 p.m. And so that's always fun. Take care, Allison. Yeah, we're going to be dropping off in a few minutes anyways. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your lunch. And we'll talk to you soon. Matching flowers. Calvin, what's going on with the deck, buddy? You're not digging it. Feel like this is like this little plank. I know nobody's watched Squid Games, but there's a game they play in Squid Games where they're trying to make it across like this big, like, kind of like indoor ravine, but if they fall off the plank, they essentially fall to their death. This is kind of what it looks like. It's like my version of it. Take care, Ralph. Excuse me, guys. I just sneezed. Ooh. I can't try it. This isn't strong enough to hold me, Ari's World. Those boards would break. I actually did this for Calvin, but he hasn't used it. I'm wondering if I add a couple more planks, maybe he'll use it. Maybe it's just too narrow for him. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Are you there yet? Thank you, Anthony. I'm a ninja warrior now with the deck, yeah. Calvin's brown goes really well with the orange cones, though. Ugh. Right? You would fix that with plywood? Oh, I don't think so. Plywood wouldn't last. Right, Deb? Exactly. If Cal is brown, he might jump down. True. Calvin, it's a beautiful day out, huh? Let's go see what's going on in the front of the house for a second. Nobody's out and about in the street. Nah, I'm not going to carry him. Hey, Yvette, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here. Hey, Diamond Painting with Lizzie, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. You have a fantastic weekend too, Michelle. Walk the plank. Oh, thanks, Peter. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a very middle-class neighborhood, but I've been here for 20... When did I buy this house? February 20th. I closed on my house February 20th, 2003. So I've been here for 22 years. This is what East Providence looks like. They're doing a lot of work to this house across the street. So my neighbor who lives there, they have adult children now. Their daughter's already out of the house, lives in another part of town, but the son still lives there. But they bought the house. I think the son obviously paid for it too, but they bought this house right here next door. My neighbors that lived there, like the neighbor that owned the house, she passed away, and the family ended up selling the house directly to them, and they're fixing it up like crazy. They're doing a lot of work in the backyard. They did some landscaping. The kitchen and the bathroom is all gutted out right now. They're going to be like redoing that, and basically there's no rush. The kid's going to move in like next summer. I don't know if he's engaged to get married. I think maybe that's why they bought the house. Hey Rachel, how are you? Hey Ravi. Maverick, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So my neighbor that lives in that house actually is the one who did all the work, including building this deck. He did a really good job. I mean, just unfortunate that the deck boards rotted underneath. Hey Calvin, it's like you're in prison right there. I know, Kissy Cat, right? Nobody won. Yeah, maybe I'll buy a Powerball ticket. Let's put it this way. If I won Powerball, I think I would probably... I'd probably put my house up on the market and move somewhere else. Oh, I just realized that this is starting to wrap around. Oh, wow, this isn't... I didn't realize this stuff grew as big as it did. I might have to trim some of that, otherwise... It's gonna grow wild. Calvin, what are you doing, buddy? Thank you, Diamond Painting with Lizzie. I appreciate that. Take care, Deb. Thank you. We're good, Rachel. Yeah, we were beginning of the live stream. We were just talking about the deck update and the fiasco of that. But outside of that, we're just catching up, chatting. Wow, all of a sudden we got 51 in the house. Oh, I love San Diego, Kissy Cat. The problem with San Diego is all my family is around here, so I wouldn't be able to live there full time. But, you know, obviously if I won that much money, I wouldn't need to work and I could just travel everywhere and probably buy a few houses. But I probably would buy a house there as well. Anthony, you're too funny. Oh, cool, Diamond. What are your dogs' names? Can we get to 50 likes? We're at 48 before we end this live stream. Uh-oh. I almost had a gimbal error. Oh, we're at 49 likes. Calvin found his little corner again. So Ari's World, how is the weather in Iowa? Is it swimming pool weather today? It's beautiful here, Anthony. I don't know if you heard me say it, but it's going to be like 80 degrees here, like not much humidity, and there's like a kind of like a constant cool breeze. It's not quite 80 yet. If I had to guess, it's probably mid-70s now. Hey, we're at 50. Thank you, Motley. Appreciate you. Oh my God, that would be cool. But like Ari's World, how much does beer weigh? Like 40 pounds, 50 pounds? Oh, I bet you any money that would be really tough. 70s today, beautiful day. Yeah, that is nice. Let's see what. Hey Alexa, volume 10. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 80 degrees.
Yeah, 75 right now, high of 80. So that's what we're dealing with today. No complaints at all with that. $56 degrees, Michelle. That's cool for August. Hopefully it warms up a little bit. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Ari's World. It just seems like that would be heavy. Like, I'm just picturing, like, you know, I've had to pick Calvin up before, like, when I've done, like, long walks with him when he's been just, like, hot and tired. And now, granted, it wasn't in a pouch. I was carrying him by hand. And let me tell you, just lugging 20 pounds, even for a mile, it's like, this is, like, brutal. Ooh, 68. That's chilly, Yvette. Is that your high temperature? What's up, Cal? What are you doing over there? Yeah, it's a little cool for August. Hey, Larry, welcome in. Yeah, Motley is in the house. I know I said I was going to close it at 90, but we had a few more people come in. We'll stay on just for a few more minutes before we call it. We got 43 in the house. No, are you there yet? I kind of just, yeah, Calvin's like 24 pounds. I kind of just said 20, but yeah, he weighs 24 pounds. He's pretty consistent. Like every time I take him to the vet, it's literally like 23 or 24 pounds. He doesn't really fluctuate much. Mini schnauzers are so cute. Motley's such a cutie. Troy, you got to do more videos on Motley's channel. I love to see Motley. Even if you put shorts up. Hey, if we get to 60 likes, I'll stay on for a little bit longer. I mean, I do have things to do, but it's not like I don't have anything going on right at this moment. I mean, really, I don't have anything pressing to do. It's more just, well, I have to just do, I have a load of laundry in the dryer that I got to take out and fold. I did the dishes in the dishwasher that I need to take out and put away. And I want to work on my video, but it's kind of nice out to do that. We'll see. Maybe grab lunch somewhere. Okay, Andrew. I'm glad that you have that skill. Sundays were for groceries and laundry. I do need to go to the grocery store too, but honestly, I don't know if I'm going to do that today. What I'll probably do is tomorrow. Sometimes, like right when I get out of work, I'll go straight to the grocery store and then come home after that. I kind of like to do that versus like spending Sundays doing that. Plus, I feel like it's a little less crowded at that time. Who's taking a nap? Get fuel for the car. I'm actually good on fuel right now. Oh, Ari's World. It's funny that you mentioned that short about the nap. Our friend Todd Saw is not on right now, but let's just put it this way. He's not a fan of that. And I think because every time he puts on YouTube, it comes on. And so I think he was getting really tired of it. Do I pack lunches for work? Yeah, most of the time. I don't really eat a lot, though, during the day. Like, I'll usually take fruit. You know, we have candy at work. I know that's not good, but sometimes I'll snack on like a little piece, like little mini pieces of candy. I'll drink coffee, water. But sometimes I do like bring a little something for lunch, but usually I don't eat a lot during the day. Hey, Heiner, welcome. Happy Sunday to you. Yes, definitely Ari's World. Do it. I think you should make that and tag him and tell him Calvin the Boston Terrier said this was your favorite shorts track or whatever they call it. Oh, no, I think you should. He'll get a kick out of it. He's funny. He's got a good sense of humor. He would totally appreciate that. Ooh, that cloud looks a little sketch right there. You know what? I am going to ask Alexa if it's going to rain today because I didn't expect that. Hey, Alexa, is it going to rain today?
No rain is expected today.
Okay. Yeah, see, no rain is expected today, but that cloud looks sus. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Ever think of a thunder jacket for Calvin? I actually haven't. Ravi, I'm lucky. He's fine. Like, I know I filmed that one video. He was sort of like, what's that? But like, he doesn't shake. He doesn't get freaked out by thunderstorms. He doesn't get freaked out by fireworks. I'm super lucky when it comes to that. It's very windy out, but it feels good. So comfortable out. I mean, like I could do this weather all year round. You have a kitty that hides in the closet? Kissy cat, how's your 21-year-old kitty doing? Is she still hanging in there? Yeah, no, I know, Ravi. I know they work very well for some dogs who definitely get spooked out by it. I'm just lucky he's not freaked out by storms or fireworks specifically. I know, Adventure America. It looks like there's a storm cloud, but I just asked Alexa if we were getting a storm, and she said no rain is expected. Oh, good, Kissy Cat. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, Ari's World. Yeah, I know. I think most dogs don't like it. Excuse me. We got 36 in the house still, 51 thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for coming in. Kissy Cat, you know what? At that age, that's okay. You give her what she wants. "21, that's a great life." Oh, good, Kim. I'm glad you like it. So, you know, Kim, I broke mine accidentally. And so I have to order myself a new one. The one thing I don't know, and I don't know if you hand wash your mugs, Kim, or if you put them in the dishwasher. I'm willing to bet, though, that if you want the image to last longer, you probably want to hand wash the mug. I'm thinking, like, if you put it in the dishwasher over time, it's probably gonna, my guess is either fade the image or even, like, some of it might start, like, peeling off. Oh, yeah, no problem, Anthony. I'll be honest, I kind of was just not thinking about it. Oops. All set, Diamond Painting. You are now a mod on the channel. Oh, thanks, Peter. You're awesome, too. We appreciate you. We see you everywhere also. You're a very good supporter of a lot of channels that are on this stream, and we appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Appreciate the floating heart. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate the flower. Oh, that one matches this one. It's Calvin's bum. Oh, thank you, Adventure America. You guys are just awesome. Calvin, buddy, what's up? Thanks, Rachel. I appreciate it. Peter, we're happy to have you. Peter's from Germany, in case anybody who is in this chat didn't know that. Any news on my deck? Yeah, Kenneth, watch the beginning of the live stream. I probably spent the first, like, 15 minutes talking about it. I got really, but basically the long and the short is I got really, really expensive quotes. And I need to get a couple more, but at the end of the day, I may have to, like, come up with the plan B because they just want way too much money. I am getting more money from the insurance company, but even with that, it's not even going to cover like half of it if I go with any of the quotes that I got. But again, I'm going to try to look for a couple different alternatives and maybe see if I can get this thing built a little bit cheaper. I also believe that, you know, you get what you pay for. I am a big believer of that, but I'm hoping that there are some really skilled people out there who aren't really looking to rake me over the coals. Hey, we got 51 in the house now. Hi, Deans. How are you? What are we doing this morning? We're hanging out with Calvin. Calvin is my Boston Terrier. Oops. This is Calvin. He's 5 years old. Thank you, Anthony, for submitting Rachel's link. I appreciate that. So Rachel is from, is also another Texan, guys, for all the Texans in the house. I believe she's from San Antonio, where Kevin Hiking with Jackie Boy comes from. But we've got a lot of Texans here. Corpus Christi. Todd's not here, but Brenham. We got people from all over. We got Sweden, we got Germany, we've got Minnesota, we've got Illinois, we got Iowa, we've got Virginia, Not here anymore, but Allison from Virginia. Rachel from SoCal. Hey, William Bonnie, welcome in. Yeah, it's a great, beautiful day here today. It's 75 right now, and we're going to get to about 80 degrees. No, not really much humidity, and it's a nice breeze, and so no complaints. Good morning, Rose. Kim Stahl is also from Illinois. That's the best part about YouTube. It's just you connect with people from all over. It's just a neat concept. Susan. Did I miss Susan come in? Susan. I missed Susan, but hi, Susan. Sorry if I missed you. Oh, she did not come in. Okay. Are you talking about Susan, Home Country Homestead from Australia? She's a sweetheart too. Hey, Jacko, how you doing? This is a Boston Terrier. Ah, gotcha, Ari's World. Yeah, I have to block the front, otherwise he would just kind of probably walk out, and knowing Cal, if there was a dog or cat or animal, he would dart out after it. I just don't trust him. You know what, Adventure America? It's a fair point, but it probably doesn't hurt to ask people. I think if we just say, hey, where's everybody watching from? It's really cool. Michelle, another Midwesterner from Ohio. Oh, thank you, Jacko. Yeah, he's a cutie pie. Teach my dog not to do that. Yeah, you're right. I probably should, but I didn't, and it's okay. We make it work. Ravi from New York City. Oh, Jacko's from Central Mass. Sweet. We're almost neighbors. We're from Rhode Island. Cool. Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate that. I ain't looking so hot this morning, though. I have bedhead still. My glasses on. I haven't showered yet today or shaved, but it's all good. I literally had a cup of coffee and nothing else today. Oh no, sorry, Jacko. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it all works out for you. Oh yeah, I'm not complaining, Kissy Cat. I'm just saying I haven't done anything to look super presentable yet today, that's all. That's what they say, Jacko. The Mile High State. Take care, Kim. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, as always. All right, we'll definitely wrap it up at noon, my time. That's another 10 minutes. It's been 2 hours, and we definitely, I know I've been keeping you guys on for a long time, but we'll definitely call it at noon. Right, Calvin? Calvin's like, I'm getting bored. You're not doing anything with me. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I know you guys have a lot you guys can be doing today, and so the fact that you're spending any time with us is awesome. Hello, Chuk Wumika Okorankwo. I'm sorry I mispronounced that, but thank you. Yeah, Jacko, he loves to give me the side eye. Oh, what is Michelle making? Ooh, wings on the grill. Nice. What are you seasoning them with, Michelle? Hey, Darren Chandler, welcome in. Nah, you wouldn't, Anthony. You've got such a great personality. I think you would be awesome on a live stream. Ranch and blue cheese for sauce. I would be watching too. I would love to see Anthony go live. Anthony, if you bring even half the personality you bring in on the chat, your live streams would be a hoot. Hey, Ari's World dropping some emojis. I appreciate that. Darren, Calvin's doing great. Thank you for asking. He looks a little bored right now. I think he's sort of like, when is Hooman going to start talking? Thanks, Adventure America. We got people who feel like we want to hear their music. Great. Not only did he blast his music, but he had to drive at 2 miles an hour so everybody sees him. Oh, cool. Ed's secret? All right, well, we can't have Ed sharing his secrets then. Yeah, you're right, Jacko Juice. It was one of those three-wheelers. And the dude driving it didn't have a shirt on. That's such a Rhode Island thing. You're right, Ravi. It's not 6 a.m. I'll give him credit for that. But the worst part about it is he's probably going to ride right back down the street eventually. Right, Kissy Cat? Oh, yeah, the outdated hip-hop. I do like old school hip-hop. I'm not going to hate him for that, but I don't need my whole neighborhood to hear it at the same time. It's all good, Kissy Cat. The fact that YouTube comment didn't block that is pretty interesting. Yeah, you don't want me without a shirt, Michelle. Trust me, not these days. A dog-sized drone to take him on a walk fly. I predict that'll be a thing in our life. Oh, yeah, maybe. Speaking of the drone, I have a drone that I've never used other than testing it out in the house and flying it into the wall. But I need to go to like an open field. Maybe that's something I'll do later today. Go to an open field and just practice with it. Oh yeah, you need playlists. Are you there yet? That's key. Do one playlist that literally has every single video. Call it a master playlist, and start with that. If you have one that's for lives, do a separate playlist for lives. You can do one just for shorts. You can do one for any kind of themed videos you do. Like, it looks like you guys do a lot of camping and things like that. I mean, it takes a little bit of work to set them up that way, but at least do a master playlist so people can run it. I can try to run your channel too. Like when I go to work, I'll just let my laptop run. Yeah, maybe that's what today will be. Today will be a drone practice day. I could go find like a really big open field and do that because, you know, God knows, I'm sure I'll crash it. And so if I crash it, I need to crash it where I can find it. I'm afraid to like go into like just like area where there's not open field, because if I lose it, I won't know where to find it. Oh, I didn't see it there, Jacko. I didn't see where you got political, but yeah, we don't talk politics on this channel, just so you know. So yeah, I'll film like what I'll try to do is I'll film a few videos with the drone, post them, and then if I ever get good enough, maybe I can try to do a live stream. I don't even know how to. I don't know how to do that. Maybe you can't. This is where I need like a Todd Saw to tell me how to connect like all these other video recording devices into like a YouTube live stream. He seems to know how to do all that stuff. Take care, Ravi. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. All right, we're going to wrap it up in a couple of minutes, guys. We're at 11:57. We're definitely going to wrap it up at noon here. But yeah, any last words from the community before we get ready to wrap up here? But I think I gave you guys an update on the deck. It's a dire situation that I need to somehow find a solution for. We talked about it's a beautiful day here today. We talked about maybe what I plan on doing with him today. We'll maybe go for a walk and maybe practice with the drone. A couple of things I need to do in the house, but nothing crazy. Sure, I can. You know that. Can I have a kiss, Calvin? All right, let me turn the camera around. All right. Where's my kiss? There you go, Anthony. All right, everybody. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. But thank you guys so much for being with us. Thank you all for the super chats, the gifts. Appreciate everything. Appreciate all your support. Make sure you check out each other's channels. Make sure you check out Are You There Yet? Let's help her reach her goal. Ari's World is going live later this afternoon, I believe at 5:30 Central. So definitely check that out. And we'll see you guys on the YouTube streets soon. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.